One last quick check at a handbrake for Shazwani as he comes off the line in that chase position through the gears at V8 GT86 to lead him out to JZ. Lexus pops up onto the door, and look at this, straight into that first outside zone. Good proximity from Shazwani. He slams the door of the GT86. This time the transition, gets himself back into it though. Shazwani now shortcutting the circuit as Mohammed Shia puts himself right where he needs to be on that perfect qualifying line. Nice angle through that inner zone. Shazwani goes for the dive once again, goes for the door as they both fire through outside zone 5. Shazwani shallow angle. So brave moves there from Shazwani as he goes for this. Look at this little tag on the door of Mohammed Shia. Gets himself where he needs to be. Upsets himself though there. He finds himself on the inside and then struggles to get on that wide qualifying line. You can see him inside the car trying to gain back that proximity as he fires through. Good transition. And Mohammed Shia can't be shaken as Shazwani. You can look at this very shallow angle. Flicks it to angle across the finish line. And they get the green light. Mohammed starts to creep already. Knows that that Lexus is pretty nippy around this circuit as they fire through. Nice initiation from both guys, but it's shallow from Shazwani. Struggles to get all the way out. First outside zone, trying to drive away from Mohammed Shia. Shia doing a good job, but look at this, follows that qualifying line, does exactly what the judges asked, but Shazwani now jumps in to that good line. Through that second inside zone, they transition back. Shazwani struggling to get into that deep outside zone 5 as Mohammed Shia goes for the line and across the line. So Shazwani, not the greatest lead run there. You can see Mohammed Shia doing everything he can to deal with that poor lead line, only up until here where Shazwani manages to get it in to outside zone 3. Picks up this inner zone and then the transition, look, mid-track, finds himself on the wrong part, fails then to get to 5 until here where he flicks the car to angle. Mohammed Shia doing a very good job there, trying to hunt him down. Both guys out of the car. The nitrous purge once again from the wing of that BMW F22. Purple neons shine underneath that car. They get the green light. Kareem Harney to lead them out through the gears. That BMW up and gone, a big jump though. Oh, contact! Pushes himself off circuit. He fires that car up to the door but just couldn't hang. And that leaves Kareem Harney now to finish out the run. Massive points advantage for Kareem Harney as he looks for outside zone 5 once again. Clean lead line coming into full effect and he gets that job done. Oh, look at this, catches understeer, washes the car across the track, hits him in the rear wheel. Kareem Harney finishes out the run. So judges wanted to see a replay. So here we go. Judges want to take a look back at the replay, see how it all went down. No, Kareem Harney on roll. That car just understeered. Abu Fala's car just understeered on its own. So, and here we go, off the line, ready to go. Through the gears. Big quick to initiation. Oh, look at this shallow angle now from Kareem Harney. Kareem now struggling to keep up with Ihab fires that car across the track into that outside zone 3. Kareem playing it safe maybe as Ihab absolutely fires through but misses that second inside zone. Goes deep for outside zone 5. Kareem now starting to rein it in as he dives up onto the door across the line. So yeah, very poor line there through outside zone 1 from Abu Fala. Can't seem to get himself into the groove, but does there on outside zone 3. But Kareem Harney not doing a whole lot behind in the chase position, shortcutting the circuit, trying to keep up, trying to put himself where he needs to be. Doesn't manage to get any proximity right up till the very last minute. So wait for the decision to drop in from our judges. And there we go, Kareem Harney gets the win and takes out Abu Fala. Harbali, that round one winner. Can he keep it going? He's up against a tough competitor though, the man that finished 4th at round 1. Flames are up from the anti-lag at the back of that car. The V8 screams from the 370Z through the gears. They come down to initiation. Big initiation from Nasser Al-Harbali. He puts that car right into Ramzi Ahmed trying to keep up with him. Brave transition, goes for the dive into outside zone 3. And onto the door. He goes on. He rushes a little wide but holds on to it. So Harbali now puts the car across the circuit. Big dive up again. Goes for the door. A little waiver from Harbali as he gets into that final outside zone. Here we go. We take a look back at the replay. Good transition from both these guys. You can see confidence growing once again in Nasser Al-Harbali. Happens throughout competition. This young man, incredible driver. And look at this big transition there from Ramzi Ahmed as he puts that car dangerously close to the door and then jumps once again. You can see him jumping onto the door of that 370Z. And we see him now in the grey 8. Anti-lag fires as the light goes green. And we are ready to go through the chicane. Ramzi Ahmed to lead him out through the gears. Look at this though from Harbali, aggressive on initiation, straight up onto the door. Ramzi Ahmed leads him through a wide line on outside zone 1. Off through that inner zone. Look at this from Harbali though. No messing, no playing around, and Harbali gets into the pocket, into the groove. But Ramzi Ahmed's line is absolutely brilliant as he puts that car to angle. Good transition. Through the smoke comes Nasser Al-Harbali as he looks for the door of that S14. He finds it across the line. Very good from both of these guys. Incredible driving. Really nice lead line there from Ramzi Ahmed and Nasser Harbali's chase. Ahmed gave him all the room to manoeuvre, all the room to get into the zone. You can see the front end of that 370Z popping up and down like a lowrider through the track as he gets up onto the door. And Ramzi Ahmed, look at this, so wide into that zone, and you can see Harbali just taking a dive, a bite out the side. Both guys jump out of the car. What a battle. Both should be proud. Incredible driving. And there we go, hand drops for Harbali. Harbali gets the win and advances through. And a shame to see Ramzi Ahmed out of competition, but in the lead position and chasing. Here we go, both cars slam into gear. Robert starts to creep. Here we go, green light, ready to go through the chicane. Final spot in the final 4 awaits. Demir fires that car from left to right. Big understeer from Robert as he puts that car 4 wheels off the circuit. And now Demir out front. Robert gets himself back into it, but already bled a whole load of points. Does the right thing, jumps back on the circuit. But look at this from Demir. Incredible lead line, deep onto outside zone 5. Wheel onto the line and across the line. Yeah, check this out on the replay. Look at this. Handbrakes, understeers, boom, puts that car off the circuit. That'll be 4 wheels off if the judges deemed it 4 wheels. Looked 4 wheels from where we were here in the commentary booth. As we look at the line from Demir from Fresh X Racing. Very nice, clean drive from Demir as he gets that car absolutely dialed to the edge of the track. And it looks like we are clear to send cars. So we get the thumbs up from both our drivers as they slam the cars into gear and get ready for our start line marshal to walk across and press that button. Oh, well, here we go, off the line, ready to go. Robert Babajulian leading out Demir Idiatulin. Will fire in, no problems this time for Robert out front in that 350Z. Fires that car across the circuit, looks for outside zone 3, works himself into it. No real proximity at the moment from the Fresh X Racing driver. Demir now tries to make a dive, stands on the handbrake, gets onto the throttle. Oh, Robert wanders in outside zone 5, just about keeps it on the white line. Let's take a look at the replay as Demir fires in. Look at this, struggling to get out there as Robert backs off the throttle, lets the car wash and then back onto it again. Until then, starts to pick it up. Nice qualifying line here for the lead car, Robert Babajulian, as he gets right to the edge of the circuit. No proximity though from Demir, as he then tries to make a dive, but Julian falling out of that outside zone and can't really gain that proximity he wanted. So there we go, it is official. The winner is Demir Idiatulin. He gets the win and advances through to the final four to face off against Nasser Al Harbali.